In a vibrant city with dusty lanes lived Aminata, the heiress of a powerful family. Her imposing and richly decorated house stood like a beacon of authority amid the district. But behind these thick walls, the young girl felt captive, suffocated by the severity of her parents. Her mother, Fatumata, was a respected woman with discreet elegance, but whose piercing and authoritarian gaze inspired fear. Her father, Omar, was a man of inflexible principles, imposing an iron discipline. For them, family reputation comes before everything else, and Aminata was its prisoner. Monitored in every move, her universe was limited to trips between home and school. In class, she wore a mask of serenity, but deep inside her silent revolution was boiling. One ordinary morning, crushed by the constant pressure of family expectations, Aminata paused on her way to classes. That is when she noticed Amina, a schoolmate renowned for her free spirit. Unlike Aminata, Amina did not live in fear of rules. Her liveliness and bright smile secretly fascinated the young heiress. "Why do you always stay alone, Aminata?" Amina asked with curiosity. "I cannot really go out. My parents forbid it," Aminata replied in a timid voice. "You are a great girl. Why limit yourself like this? Come with us today, just for a moment of freedom without rules." Attracted by this new energy, Aminata yielded. Over the days, she integrated into Amina's group, tasting for the first time the lightness of afternoons shared at the park, far from adult eyes. As boldness grew, Amina soon suggested she attend a party the following weekend. To convince her father, Aminata used a forged excuse note pretending a school activity. Omar, duped, gave his agreement. That evening, plunged into an atmosphere of music and flashing lights, Aminata felt first like a stranger, then exhilarated. It was during this party that she met Boubacar, a kind young man with a soft gaze. He approached her to make her comfortable. Conversation naturally set in, and Aminata finally felt seen and heard for who she was. Leaving, their fingers brushed, sparking an intense yet terrifying feeling in her. She knew this choice would change her existence. The return to reality was brutal. The next morning, the house atmosphere was heavy. During breakfast, Fatumata broke the silence. "Where were you last night, Aminata?" "We know it was not the library. I was revising." Aminata tried to lie, heart pounding. "Your behavior must reflect our values. We will tolerate no deviation," Omar intervened in an icy tone. Pushed to the limit, Aminata stood up abruptly. "You do not understand what it is like to suffocate here," she cried before fleeing into the street. Lost, she found Boubacar under a tree. He listened to her and softly told her that freedom sometimes required making difficult choices. But the truce was short-lived. Fatumata found her in town, caught her firmly and brought her back home by force, promising harsh repercussions. Back in her dark room, Aminata cried all night, torn between her love for Boubacar and anxiety for the future. The next day, seized by sudden nausea at school, she discreetly went to a pharmacy to buy a pregnancy test. The result was clear. It was positive. When she announced it to Boubacar, he, though shocked, took his responsibilities. "I will shoulder this. I will never let you go through this alone." 2 months later, the truth burst into the open. Fatumata discovered the pregnancy and immediately informed Omar. Furious, the latter demanded to see Boubacar, went to his place, accused him of dishonoring his family, and had him taken by the police. When Aminata begged her father to release the young man, Omar violently struck her with his belt, cursing her for soiling the lineage name. Bruised and rebellious, Aminata made a radical decision during the night. She stole a large sum of money from her father, left a farewell note in the living room, and went to the police station to pay Boubacar's bail. Freed, the young couple fled very far, starting a long walk through a dense and mountainous forest to reach a remote village. But during the journey, intense pains seized Aminata, who began losing blood. Boubacar carried her on his back until reaching a neighboring village. Cared for by the community midwives, Aminata gave birth to a baby boy. However, delivery was so exhausting she fell into a coma. For 2 days, while villagers advised Boubacar to prepare her burial, The young man refused to lose hope, staying by her side until the moment she finally moved her fingers. Thanks to traditional care administered on time, she regained consciousness, sparking joy across the village. Residents offered them a roof to build their home. 3 years passed. Aminata and Boubacar raised their son and welcomed a baby girl. Meanwhile, Umar, gnawed by regrets, multiplied searches. Having finally learned through rumors his daughter's location, he went there accompanied by Fatimata. Discovering Aminata's new life and maturity she demonstrated, Umar was seized with remorse. The rigid man lowered himself to ask forgiveness from his daughter as well as Boubacar for past cruelty. Guided by filial love and desire for peace, Aminata granted her forgiveness, thus sealing the reunion and reconciliation of the whole family.